change your mind.
You require my assistance?
Yo, welcome back everybody, perfect time. And yeah, SKItLLeZ Starlax.
Let's do this Tuesday night bar fight. We got if are my eyes playing tricks on me? Starlax did bring Shaman here.
Yes.
All right.
Bad man.
So Starlax with a Demon Hunter, Shaman, Warrior, and SKItLLeZ with a Demon Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Rogue. And should we tell the players to challenge up and get their bands in?
Tell them to get rolling.
All right. So
yeah.
while we do that, what do you guys think we're going to see the bands?
Obviously Shaman. Because they're terrifying.
Yeah, it's 100% Shaman.
Yeah.
No.
But
really, it'll be tough to say until, because we don't know exactly what they're planning on bringing. So it's difficult to like get a grip. Just looking at the Demon Hunter, Mage, Paladin, and Rogue lineup from SKItLLeZ, I would assume Starlax wants to get rid of something that could give a lot of its decks a hard time, and that would be Paladin. Yeah. So Paladin hits Demon Hunter, Hunter, and Warrior very hard. So I think Paladin is going to be banned from Starlax. And SKItLLeZ has a more interesting ban strategy here. I don't know exactly what he may go with, because there's so many different routes he could go depending on what kind of decks he wanted to bring.
Yeah, it is very interesting. I'd say it's realistic to ban, especially if you expect a Paladin ban from your opponent, it's realistic to ban Demon Hunter or Warrior. Any one of those would be like a perfectly reasonable ban there. Shaman seems probably the least reasonable actual ban.
Yeah,
but it'd be really funny if we just see a Shaman ban.
I'm honestly thinking that we're going to see a Warrior ban here.
Very fair. Ron, have you heard anything?
The players are challenged up, and I'm just waiting to hear about the bans.
Awesome. Yeah, obviously, like we said during the show, we all picked SKItLLeZ. You know, DadLegend having a bit of a rough season, and we're expecting, you know, SKItLLeZ to continue NPH's success to kind of punch their ticket to playoffs.
I just had to give respect to SKItLLeZ 1-0 record on bar fights, so let's see if we can continue it. Yeah. We do have bans in now. Starlax says that Paladin is his ban, and SKItLLeZ is banning Demon Hunter.
Well, disappointed he didn't ban Shaman, but you know, what can you do?
Does mean we could see Shaman tonight.
Yeah, anyways, we will have Starlax on the bottom, SKItLLeZ on the top. And yeah, they can get going whenever they're ready.
Perfect. So I've given them the go-ahead, and we should see them jump into battle shortly.
Great. What do you guys think the openers are?
You're always looking at like possibly queuing up like a sweep class first, with Paladin being banned from SKItLLeZ and Demon Hunter being his ban. Maybe like a Mage or a Rogue lead.
You know, it's kind of interesting. Blizzard going with this Halloween theme because my friends list keeps disappearing and reappearing.
Yeah, it's quirky right now. It's been a bit of a struggle to click on the players. They are in match.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still trying to actually get spectated on both of them.
We're going to see a Warrior opener for Starlax versus a Mage opener for SKItLLeZ. Looks like the Warrior will be a Bomb Warrior, and SKItLLeZ going with the Cyclone Mage.
Here we go.
All right. Yeah, looks like we're just going with a pretty standard opener. Wand Maker for SKItLLeZ here. Not getting him exactly the best spell. Starlax getting that wrench caliber, very nice to get off the cache.
SKItLLeZ has two realistic choices here. He could go for the Fauna Power, which he does.
Yeah,
But he also could have taken the secret, which could have been useful in keeping tempo as well. Gotta use
absolutely.
the mage minion more though.
And here Starlax is gonna get the wrench caliber online. Which is just always very, very nice, especially with that boom in hand. You really want to be able to drop that on curve if possible.
Warriors of the frozen waste,
Oh,
rise up!
This is a very difficult
I
choice.
think I like J-Bar here. Yep, so does Skittles.
That's a very nice offer off of Fanta Power there.
Yeah, Gram Session for one never feels good. Feels good when you grab something playable though. Gonna go with Elemental Allies.
Interesting. You'd think he might want to throw the minion out on the board just to even possibly bait out a weapon swing not
Yeah.
going face, but electing this early.
He does have the Spellwing in hand, which is an elemental. So if he can find a second elemental, he would be able to trick that.
True, and that might have been the consideration there.
Yeah.
No hesitation though. 5 mana, J-Bar in hand, slam
Oh.
the J-Bar. Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Good.
That is a big 5-drop.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's making the 1 health on the top.
No. As it turns out, completely irrelevant because Starlax was holding the answer with Barov and Whirlwind and still just continuing to do Bomb Warrior things.
I mean-
Smack him in the face, put more bombs in the deck.
Oh,
I think it's very interesting how Starlax valued his Bladestorm there. He could have gone Whirlwind Bladestorm if he wanted to, but for the bottle instead.
All right, just a Ra's turn with the Wand Thief. Mirror Image, choosing obviously to value taunts against the deck that wants to hit you in the face as often as possible with bomb weapons.
Also, it's really nice when I remember to directly or correctly display what classes are being played.
And Starlax clearing up that Ra's. Now we have 2 dragons that generate 1-cost spells in hand. Look at that. More Arcane Breaths. Will SKItLLeZ choose to use both of these now? Would he use Learn Draconic first? A lot of interesting options here for SKItLLeZ with the remaining 2 mana.
Yeah.
Maybe Draconic trade and Arcane Breath. Looks like that's the plan. Make the fastest progress towards a 6/6 on the board. Wow, that was a snap pick of Mirror Image.
You'll love to
Very
see.
clearly, SKItLLeZ wants taunts.
Who can blame him?
And yep, here's Dr. Boom.
Another Arcane Breath coming down. Going for the second Spellkin. Interesting.
Yeah, and here we've got the beginnings of a taunt wall, as well as, stalling out that boom, and SKItLLeZ just wants to push face, daring Starlax to try to find a way to clear his own board to set off these bombs.
He is not going to choose to use the Blade Storm. He's just going to let them attack again.
Yeah, and very solid turn here from Starlax. I mean, not only did he play basically almost exactly everything that Bomb Warrior really wants to do on curve, with early bomb weapons into Blastmaster Boom for a full board, into another bomb weapon here. But, he's just being really efficient with how he clears things out and pushes damage. Very strong opening start in this game for Starlax.
Yeah, SKItLLeZ is really on the back burner now.
onto power and
Fall
Always Trick Totem, go nuts. It never punishes.
Chinvala is a fantastic pickup here, though.
Yeah, Chinvala
Absolutely.
very good. Trick Totem would have been absolute garbage. It's a good move to not take that. And here we have yet another freeze to stall out that beefy minion. And finally, the arcane missiles coming down at the end. Is he playing 2 spell wings? I'm surprised we didn't see maybe a spell power minion get played right there before the... Oh, he just wants to ping. Interesting.
Going straight for the ping.
Thought maybe among other reasons you'd want to either play Solarian to try to get the Prime in deck faster or get cards out of your hand to make the Evo better. But SKItLLeZ valuing the ping there just to knock off the minion.
Yeah, I like that ping a lot. It makes it so Starlax has to use his face. It saves 3 damage.
Didn't know, of course, that Starlax had an evasive worm off that Draconic Lackey, making the board easier to clear. Oh, look at that pickup.
Gotta play
We've got
around
an
it.
Apprentice and an Evo.
Yeah, this is going to be huge. Remember, that quest gets completed if a spell wing gets played.
So here we go, shenanigans time.
That's not the spell he was looking for, I don't think.
Drawing, wow.
Though he did draw the second Sorcerer's Apprentice here.
2 of the many bombs in deck.
So if you want to talk,
SKItLLeZ is going pretty low on mana here for the Evo turn. Is he actually not playing it?
going pretty low on health as well.
Yeah, those bombs definitely hurt.
Yeah, well,
And here we are. Deep Freeze, probably one of the best things he could have found, but because he used so much mana beforehand, unable to actually use that card.
There's the Asically.
0 mana giant, though.
Very
Quite
nice.
strong.
SKItLLeZ has to be faster with this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rope is burning. Floated 2 mana? No. Used a ping at the end.
He missed a Fawn of Power, too, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, he can just play that on the next turn.
So
But he
Starlax
might not
is-
be able to play it for 0.
Starlax is only a few damage off here. With the Galakron, plus the Galakron Hero Power, plus the upgrade, he's what? 3
3
off?
damage.
Yeah, I think with his life total being what it is and all those bombs in deck, it's absolutely the right move from Starlax here. He can also play the upgrade since he's got the mana for it along with the hero power. He could try to be a little bit more cautious and play a shield block or even maybe try to clear up some board damage. I think the best play, honestly, would have just been go for that lethal by pressing the button and pushing
Yeah.
face. You know you have a Kronk set up for lethal next turn, but I guess he already does anyway, as long as it doesn't get frozen.
Yes.
He will not get punished, however. No bomb was strong.
True, although I don't see a realistic way that SKItLLeZ actually wins this game.
SKItLLeZ has 17 damage on board. He needs 16 more. He has 4 damage from the... Or he can get 8 damage from missiles. He can get to 10 with the extra spell damage minion.
He doesn't have the board space for more. Like, he can play that spell wing and ping it down and play a spell power and rip double missiles.
Yeah, I can see him get to 12.
Yeah, just don't see how he
Yikes.
gets to the very end.
Those were not the greatest
Works against me, void.
spell power minions.
Frozen waste.
Wand Thief could do it, though.
I honestly don't know if that's enough. Maybe it is.
He has the missiles too.
I haven't done all the counting, but he's jamming everything.
Yeah.
We'll see if it gets there.
I mean, either it does or it doesn't. I don't think it does. 2 damage off.
He
So
actually
close.
missed lethal.
Yeah,
Had
he
he
had
played-
lethal
he played
if
the
he
spell
played
wing, he
spell
would've
wing and
had
pinged it. Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, so he's going to get punished for missing lethal there.
So close.
Yeah, that was a
and-
very tricky lethal.
Yeah, that was a very hard one to spot because it wasn't there without the discover.
Not at all.
It was discover into discover
Yeah,
actually,
I think.
which is a really hard lethal to get.
Yeah, I
But
think
he did have one.
Skittles did have the out. Instead of playing the Solarian first, he could have played the Spellwing, but I don't think he had enough time, so he just played whatever he could. It's a very difficult turn.
Yeah, and but I mean, pretty nicely played. Almost perfect from Skittles at the end there to pick up a lethal, just a little bit short. And we see that Starlax's Bomb Warrior gets through, eliminating Skittles' Mage, putting him up 1-0, and Skittles coming right back here at that Warrior with a Rogue counter Q. And looks stealth heavy.
This is looking like a Steel Dancer build, a Weapon Rogue. We see
Yeah,
the
that Dread
there.
Corsair being the giveaway for sure.
Yeah.
Against a Bomb Warrior, probably going to just keep the Sage and the Spy Mistress and toss the others.
I'm thinking the same.
Yeah.
And we saw on Starlax's side, you know, he keeps some control-y cards. And I'm surprised, actually, this wasn't a full mull. I guess Coerce makes sense for an early Edwin as your answer. But I'm surprised he kept Sword and Board instead of just digging deeper for Corsair cash.
I mean, sword and board. Yeah, like maybe what you use it on a cat, depending on the list. Doesn't seem like there are really too many great applications for it.
Sword and Board just hits a lot of one health minions, though. After the attack,
Yeah,
you're gaining your health back. You're getting rid of the minion. It's a net zero.
yeah, that's fair.
And here we have a very aggressive build from Skittles here, using not only weapon synergy, but also the stealth synergy with the Ash Tongue Slayer, which is not a frequent inclusion in Weapon Rogue, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Probably going to see a Greyheart Sage take a value trade, push damage after the draw.
That's exactly what we'll have.
Skittles has
Skittles still waiting on that weapon.
He has so
And-
many cards for an aggro deck.
And speaking of weapons, there's the Corsair cache for Starlax, enabling a bomb weapon to be played on the following turn if he wants to rip that cache now.
I feel like
But elects
this is
instead full clear, much stronger overall board play.
taking
I like
9
that.
off the board.
Starlax.
Skittles
And now-
is wealthy with options here.
Yeah, decision time.
Whoa, he's looking
I
for
like
the
this
weapon.
secret passage.
Rips the
Yeah.
passage right away. Yeah, he's not holding the weapon that he's looking for, and he's got a lot of synergy to buff the weapon. Still
Not there.
can't find it.
That's a huge whiff. Still gonna be able
It's
to
not
make,
horrible though.
yeah, he's gonna make good use of his mana, but like he could have made good use of his mana with his actual hand.
I
Yeah,
don't
but he'll
think he can.
probably just rip the secret passage again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think we're going to see another passage if he can't get a weapon. He needs that weapon to win this game.
He really does. And here we just see more armor gain and on Starlax's side, and he's got that buffed weapon in his hand along with the wrench caliber.
Looks like Skittles is gonna go for a
Skittles-
cutting class here play here.
This is reasonable, just going damage.
Yeah. Oh, not even gonna go for the cutting class. He's just gonna play the Slayer. You know what?
Yeah, I like the Absung Slayer here.
Yeah.
Take advantage of that extra damage while you can.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another weapon buff next turn for free draw and a free cash. Or not cash.
Right, yeah, he
free
can just
Corsair.
drop the Volpera
Yeah, he has
and
the Volpera.
get the extra attack on the weapon and then use a free draw and a free Dread Corsair. Meanwhile, Starlax still has to go a bit on the slow side for right now, and this is enabling Skittles to continue to look for and push more damage.
There's the Toxin Blade.
Yep, there's a weapon buff, a 0 mana taunt, and a 0 mana card draw.
Still no self-sharpening sword. Just brutal.
I like the
Oh,
one people a lot here. That
Frostbolt
is
is huge,
perfect.
though. What a pickup from Wand Thief.
And Starlax staring down the barrel of lethal. That is not what he was looking for.
And yeah, really no good helpful cards. If he plays the Blastmaster Boom, he's just dead.
Yeah. He has the taunt lackey, but no minion cheap enough to taunt.
He has to shield slam here.
Shield Slam
Yeah.
Coerce is basically the only play, right?
Yep.
Might as
Yeah.
well throw out an upgrade.
He just has nothing.
And that's 6 damage on board to 13 health. If Skittles finds 7 damage, this game is over.
Still no self-sharpening sword.
He's got another deadly poison though.
Starlax,
So he can deal 9 this turn if he wants to.
yeah. Luckily for Starlax, he does have follow-up here. But will it be too little too late?
Surprised to see the Delinquent even played before the Secret Passage here.
I mean, you're probably figuring what you'll draw a... There it is. Alright,
There it is.
he gets the scimitar. Oh, the bomb!
Thinking he'd want just max mana for damage.
Yeah. And he could have played
As
the
we can
Volpera.
see, playing the Sneaky Delinquent prevented him from playing the Volpera on this turn, which actually does put him... I guess it would be 1 off lethal instead of 3 off lethal, so still wouldn't have quite got there.
Yeah, I don't think it makes enough of a difference.
No.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter here.
That Lord Barrel is nice, but it's not going to be enough.
Well, he can Barov taunt it up and armor up, so he's
Yeah,
still
but there's
alive.
there's still more than
No.
enough minions on board to just get through and then use the weapon with the buff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
well played by Starlax to play around any chance of actually having lethal still on board.
Yeah.
Any additional from hand damage, we can see Skittles has that deadly poison, picks up the victory.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that was the only way he wasn't, 100% dead. He was
Yeah,
all
it
like,
seems pretty much like the only out.
and just hope somehow he doesn't have a single point of damage in hand. Of course, that's never happening, but
So we've got the series evened up now as Skittles' Weapon Rogue picks up the victory in Game 2, and Starlax's Bomb Warrior is now eliminated, leaving Starlax with Hunter and Shaman left to go, and Skittles, already having his Mage eliminated in his Paladin band, leaves just Demon Hunter in Skittles' back pocket after the Rogue.
all right. Good news. Sage said he is back, but why would he think ahead and update Hearthstone before the stream?
Oh, I knew that was coming.
Here.
I knew that was coming.
What the fact he didn't update, or the fact that I would call him
Yeah.
out for it?
Both.
That's fair. Yeah,
Starlax going Shaman. Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, here's Shaman.
Guys, I don't see any even cards. It's odd Shaman. This is a wild match now.
Nice. Odd Shaman OP.
Oh, he forgot Baku. His hero power didn't upgrade.
Rip.
What a rookie.
All right, and now Skittles having much more of the start that he wants to see. He found Self-Sharpening Sword and is able to play it on turn 3.
Well, this is looking like
Starlax. Oh, go ahead.
This is a spicy list. This looks like an aggro overload shaman with spell
It
damage.
does, yeah. I was expecting Totem, but all of these cards 100% are suggesting this is just an aggressive shaman list.
All right. So is this class part of the Halloween event? Like, did they add it today in the update?
There's actually
Brand new, pretty sure.
There's a purple class that recently came about.
I don't believe you.
No, they made. He's based on that Demon Hunter card. The skull card.
Oh, cool. What is it, like Galdon or something? Something like that?
It's like Dualgan.
Who knows?
Something along those lines.
Who knows? Let's move on, though.
Nice lacking. Nice lacking.
Yeah, very solid find here to put that minion up to a really annoying health total for Starlax or SKItLLeZ weapon right now from
Yeah,
Starlax's side.
We might even see an eviscerate here.
Yeah, and forcing an eviscerate to kill 1 mana 2/1 is definitely a win for Starlax.
I'm just gonna hover some of these cards for the stream so people know, what they do.
What is this 5-mana 5/5? Cumulo Maximus.
What is this
What was the
lightning bolt?
Very unusual.
And I mean, of course, everybody knows Lightning Bloom, the Druid card.
I feel like that's the only card I recognize here.
Well, we're going
So
for
Starlax considering the Fireheart here.
he's gonna maybe Maximus. Just yep. Smart time.
Been struck by lightning.
Yeah,
Nice
just
blow.
going damage. SKItLLeZ doesn't have a great way to deal with what's on board here outside of just tanking 5 damage, and instead choosing to get that free Dread Corsair and cheap draw, gets another free one.
I'm very curious by this order.
And
Deciding to Secret Passage last.
yeah, Secret Passage with only 2 mana left to go. Finds a sap though, an actual playable card here. It's gotta hurt to have dropped that 1 mana stealth minion though, right before finding a Sage and not having. Speaking of Sage, welcome Sage.
Thank you. Yeah, I came back a couple minutes ago, but I had to wait for my stuff to update.
And don't worry, we already called you out on stream for it.
Yeah, to no surprise from any of us here.
So Starlax is really far behind here. Only 3 mana, overloaded by 2.
Yeah, and that sap definitely pretty brutal for him, but this Note Taker coin play, very strong to fight for board and take out these taunts.
I have to ask though, is this enough? You're overloaded by 2 then going into turn 6. You're still going to be behind on board.
Because he has the other Lightning Bloom, he can actually basically ramp out the Maximus again, but it's a ton of damage coming his way.
I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Yeah, SKItLLeZ is stepping on the gas here, and Starlax is doing everything possible to keep up. What realistically do you clear with the Maximus?
I mean, yeah, like
Just the Volpera, because you have to.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
like that card represents 5 damage. You absolutely need to clear it.
And you're still looking at 7 hitting
What a
fate.
drop.
Oh wow, what
What
a
a
top
drop.
deck.
J-Bar.
And that's a
That was
playable
good.
J-Bar. Could also elect for refill on the next turn. As tempting as J-Bar is, it's probably better to go Infiltrator Sage.
I don't know. I really like that Jandis right now.
Yeah,
But, well, maybe because of the life total, where it is.
yeah, exactly. Like J-Bar for lethal, just to try to end or for tempo, just try to end the game. But those, wow,
Those are some ugly low rolls off of J-Bar.
those
Yeah,
are.
but it's just stats at this point.
I would assume he selected the 3/3 is the illusion.
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's still a 5 mana 10/6. I mean, that's pretty good.
And here it is. Fireheart has to find an out.
That is
And
not what you're looking for.
Explosive Evolution is the only out.
Jesus, take the win.
Gotta rip it and pray.
Ooh.
No. Oh,
That is not it.
that's an ugly 6-drop.
Reminder that that's the only mech death rattle and hunter right now.
Good times. Gotta stay consistent on those archetypes.
Yep.
So once again, we have SKItLLeZ Weapon Rogue picking up a victory. Shaman goes down, and Starlax down to his final class here in Hunter, needing to pick up the reverse victory.
Yeah.
Well, Hunter is good against Rogue, right?
The Face Hunter variant. This is a Highlander variant, it seems. I don't know if it's Highlander
Yeah,
Face.
definitely.
That was getting a bit of it was getting a bit of steam.
I haven't seen any wand makers run in any hunter recently, so that's definitely an interesting inclusion. But we're certainly looking at some kind of. You have to assume he's got maybe a few dragons in this deck as well with the Stormhammer. But this increasingly looks like Highlander.
Yeah, this looks like straight up Dragon Highlander. I don't think this is a face variant, given the Stormhammer. Usually with the face variant, you go with the Eaglehorn bow, since it has a lot of synergy with the secrets.
And we're
Yeah.
gonna see. Interesting. He does have the pressure plate as well, so he does have secrets. Maybe he runs a Stormhammer and a Eaglehorn.
Oh, we have a Voracious Reader.
And here comes the Brawler. We can see a full clear here on this board, which looks like what Starlax is electing. Big
Looking
draw
pretty
from
decent.
Skittles. Oh, surprised that we didn't just see the Sage come down with the coin.
Yeah. I think
Choosing to sap instead. I think sap may have been a bit more valuable used later, but wants to go sap now and enable Starlax to just play a secret and throw that minion right back down on the board.
And this is very unfortunate for Skittles. We see a prime sap target in the Zephyrus.
Yeah, you always want to sap Zephyrus when you
Of course,
can, right?
Of course.
You gotta wonder what Starlax is thinking here.
Protect the face at all costs.
How is he going to manage to get back against this rogue
I mean,
after the pressure that it mounts against him?
I don't know. That Brawler's taking a lot of heat.
Does that not strike y'all as a mild misplay on Skittles' part?
Yep.
No.
It
No.
looks like Skittles is playing around Freezing Trap.
Skittles was playing around freezing there.
Yeah.
His mistake was not coining out the Greyheart Sage the turn before, like you suggested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think using sap and not using the Sage to immediately get draw could really hurt him here, especially because now Coin would have just destroyed his stealth minion with the pressure plate up. He doesn't know the pressure plate's up yet. Of course, now he can do the draw. And he knows that isn't freezing, so the Ash Tongue Slayer could come down here just for a bit of pressure. Honestly, pretty reasonable to use the Slayer just to keep board presence and kill the Reader, which is an extremely dangerous card.
I don't know if you even should do that.
It would be sending 6 damage into a 1/3, which feels really bad.
Yeah, you can always just resummon what the ghost that you get from the Sneaky Delinquent.
The issue is whether or not Skittles wants to try to deny Starlax's draw, because he also might be expecting Starlax just dumps his hand and then gets a 3-card refill.
Well, I'm more thinking instead of playing the Ash Tongue here, he could hold the Ash Tongue, and since Sneaky Delinquent has a Death Rattle.
Oh, right, just trade the Delinquent and play the... Yes,
exactly.
Yes, that
I
was
don't know if
probably
one
the...
is better than the other, but it's something that Skittles could have considered, and it would have played around Shadow Madness right now.
Yeah, Shadow Madness.
I think that may have been the stronger of the moves here, and Zeph into Shadow Madness now gives Starlax that Death Rattle 3/1 stealth.
Yeah, this still would have hurt because Zephyrus would have offered Swipe, so it wouldn't make as much of a difference, but there would still be less of a tempo swing from Starlax.
And plus, your opponent wouldn't have got the Spectral Delinquent in hand while they are running very low on cards.
Exactly.
That little bit of value could be a huge difference in this matchup.
Ooh, Skittles is hovering the coin, so we're going to see the pressure plate trigger. See what it hits.
Ooh.
And it hits probably the ideal target that Skittles wanted it to hit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe the J-bar, but honestly, they're about the same. Because 1 damage would have killed that minion.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
That Twin Tyrant is very spicy.
When Tyrant's good, I'd say the Spellkin's good as well. You had some very premium options there.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
and Alex could have been a realistic consideration as well because, you know, Weapon Rogue puts so much pressure that Starlax could have considered a way to just heal out of the pressure, but it definitely seems like the Tyrant was a stronger choice. So here we have charged up weapon and free card draw. Let's see what SKItLLeZ finds.
Good draw. Two good draws.
Tyrant is just going to blow this out, though.
Yeah.
And SKItLLeZ just snap picking Ice Barrier. I saw Devolving Missiles and I didn't see what the other one was.
Alex is gonna have some bad news for him here.
Yeah, that Twin Tyrant really just
Ooh.
wrecking this arena board that SKItLLeZ has right
Ooh.
now. The top card in Arena making a brief appearance in Standard and doing some work right now.
Yeah. And
This game looks all but over.
yeah, there's no way SKItLLeZ can get across enough damage.
SKItLLeZ needs to draw Secret Passage off the top pretty much right away.
Yeah.
Skittles
to
can
have a
get there with the
realistic
secret
chance.
passage. Passage and Krasinov can do some work here.
Yeah, definitely.
But here comes the pressure from Starlax, continuing to just smack away with this weapon with infinite charges and putting a lot of pressure on the board while SKItLLeZ completely out of cards.
Misdirection. That is a spicy pick. Yeah, that's going to be it for SKItLLeZ.
2-2.
And that'll do it. So here it is, the best words in all of Hearthstone.
Game 5.
Nice.
And we are going to see Starlax's Hunter coming up one more time against SKItLLeZ Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, if it is Soul DH, which seems to be more popular, does have the slight edge here. So I'd still favor SKItLLeZ to take this series, but it is a Highlander, kind of spicier version of Hunter, and I can see Starlax finding a victory. This should be close.
Looks like it is the soul.
Yes.
And we did see Starlax does run the Eagle Horn bow as well. That was a point of conversation a little bit earlier.
Oh, Pen Flinger Demon Hunter, let's go.
Oh my god.
SKItLLeZ has got the spicy moves.
I love the Game 5 spice from both players. Oh, there's that. Huge draw for Starlax. That's always
Yeah,
nice to
Zeph
have
in
back
hand,
pocket.
massive. Soul DH starting off with generally what it wants to do, playing Soul Shear on 2, get shards on deck.
There's the Neophyte. I don't know what you really... What are you trying to hit with that on turn 2?
I mean,
I think
Neophyte
that's-
probably is included for multiple other matchups.
that's what I would
Generally, you know, it's just a tempo 3-2
That's fair.
to be dropped on turn 2 here.
Yeah. Oh, we're just going to see a Stormhammer here from Starlax, unless he wants to go. He could go 3-1 drops. That's a lot of board.
I really like the 3-1 drops personally.
I do too.
I think
Because,
the
yeah,
Fear
we
come
just
down.
saw the Mystic come down.
Yeah.
Making
Like-
it very unlikely to have a second one. And now here we go. Soul DH doing what it does best. Hit him in the face.
That's going to get countered by Zeph right away, though, I think.
Yeah, a Zeph Ooze play is very strong. Honestly, okay. He might, want to... Oh, he's not going to use the Zeph for weapon removal. Okay.
Let's go.
Ooh,
All right.
hover.
I thought maybe he would use Zeph for the pirate that takes away one durability.
Oh, okay.
And
nice
yep,
little fling attack
SKItLLeZ,
there.
very nice blade dance. Gets a little bit of extra damage from the pen flinger.
I think we're going to see Twin Slice here. Prep the Hand of Gul'dan, or Hand of Dualgan, as we were talking about before.
I think I would have rather not seen the jailer hit the board, but instead the pen flinger just shoot one more damage, because you don't really want more frags in deck right before you play Skull.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I think he just values the pen flinger. Flinger is going to be doing damage all
Well, I
game
mean,
long.
Flinger was coming back because of the Twin Slice.
Yeah.
Oh, very true.
But still a solid setup for SKItLLeZ regardless. He's got the Skull on 6 in an outcast position, very strong. Here's a lot of damage.
Oh.
This
that
is
just
how you know
picked up.
SKItLLeZ is good. He played the Jailer, put the Soul Fragments in deck, and he was good enough to not draw them.
Yeah, the mark of a true Hearthstone pro right there. And here, yeah, it looks like Starlax. I don't know why you wouldn't play the coin first before Zeph.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mark of the or Power of the Wild.
Power of the Wild.
That's pretty good.
Really spicy.
Power of the Wild
pretty
is
juicy.
why you don't.
That's a lot of juice.
Fair enough. Wanted the Power of the Wild.
I don't think Power of the Wild was as good as Edwin though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also just felt like you wanted to get more draw and, you know, more off of Zeph would be good. But here's just a ton of damage from SKItLLeZ. That Zeph was not
This is
used for
lethal.
healing. Yeah, this is game over.
Yep.
Yeah.
And nicely navigated from SKItLLeZ here. That's going to wrap up this game.
SKItLLeZ taking that 3-2 win.
Want to get him in for an interview?
Yeah, if he can join us.
Let's do it.
All right, let's call him up, see if he's ready to join.
Is he really not one of my friends?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, one of your what?
Ted doesn't understand that word. Hey, welcome SKItLLeZ. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks.
Congratulations on that hot win against Starlax.
Yeah, it
So-
didn't start out so hot.
But you found the right strategy for you, which apparently is play as many of your matches on Tuesday night bar fight, hopefully right after nerf, and go 2-0.
That's right.
Solid.
Gotta
Smart
start
moves.
somewhere, yeah.
But tell us a little bit about that match. That was a pretty exciting back and forth. We'd love to see it go 5. You had a great victory in Game 5 with the Soul DH, but was there anything in particular that jumped out to you as far as like an interesting play or moment that you wanted to talk about?
Mage has a high skill cap. Like I didn't think there was a way for me to find lethal there. I just was trying to find a way to survive. And by the time I figured out, oh, I could possibly get this, it was too late. I was running out of time. The rope was counting me down, and I just misplayed and played it wrong, and I could have got there, but I didn't. And
Yeah, you did get pretty close. Did you see the lethal play after the fact, playing the elemental and pinging your own elemental for the extra missiles?
Yeah, pinging the violet spell wing to try and get the extra missiles so that I could get the extra damage would have been the correct line.
But that was an extremely difficult turn because you did not have any chance at lethal before the turn started. You had to actually discover to find that out,
Yeah.
and then you were locked out on board.
Yeah, that was just a very difficult turn. I don't think any of us can blame you for not having the time to get that lethal.
Yeah. Oh, well, we got there in the end, so that's what matters, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well done. Congratulations.
True. Yeah. I thought I thought just the whole series was really interesting. Some of your decisions I was a bit surprised by. Like I think there was an early sap that you used instead of coining Greyheart Sage at one point in Weapon Rogue. But I loved the Weapon Rogue choice. I loved a lot of the ways that you played that. And that came in huge for you with a couple victories. And then closing out with DH versus Hunter always feels good because I know that's slightly favored for you. So well navigated and a nice win.
Yeah, it was nice to see that it wasn't the control shaman that I was expecting. So having that go my way was definitely a bonus, but I wasn't too sure on how I was going to get through the shaman. I was on
Oh no, we lost Skittles.
Skittles, please.
Rest in peace, Skittles. We will see you next week.
Skittles. Skittles, I miss you.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Well, if he doesn't happen to come, oh, is he back?
Oh,
Oh, he's back.
You're alive.
Sorry,
he's alive.
sorry, my phone just doesn't want to stay connected sometimes. Where'd you lose me?
You were talking a little bit about how you were glad that the shaman wasn't, the one that you were expecting, like a control shaman, and you were a little
Yeah.
concerned about getting it through. Was banning shaman ever an actual consideration for you?
Right up until match time. And
Oh,
then
wow.
and then I was talking to my teammates, Pee Wee specifically, and I said, you know what? He's got a lot better shot at sweeping with Demon Hunter than he does with sweeping with Shaman. So I'm gonna go ahead and ban the Demon Hunter instead, and it ended up working out.
Fair.
Yeah, that was gonna be the ban, but we decided to change it up. So
Well, congrats on that. Well played by both of you.
I'm glad it worked out for you.
yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah, and a hot start once again for NPH, the only undefeated team in the Hero Series. I don't know if you probably didn't have a chance to watch the show since you were prepping for your match, but we did actually finally pick NPH this week as a group rather than pick your opponents to destroy you. We learned our lesson.
Oh man, so you
Yeah,
caster cursed at us, is what you're saying?
Well,
Maybe a
No,
little
no.
bit.
It was all the guest. Okay, so I'm not a caster, so it's okay. I'm the one
Oh,
that pretty
okay.
much whipped them into picking you guys. So you're good.
Well,
All right.
Yeah.
well,
So-
Thanks, Marty.
Well, what I was gonna say, like we all picked you, and obviously you didn't get caster cursed. So
Well, there you go. Maybe it's not a real thing then.
Sacrilege.
Yeah.
Caster curses are always real. How dare you? All right,
All
but
right,
yeah,
well,
any other shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
I just want to give a shout out actually to Rami for
Oh no.
Well,
Rami-
again?
Oh, let's just get into the good
Shout out-
stuff.
Shout out to Rami.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah, I just
gotta
wanna
love
say,
the GM
Rami-
shout out. It's good.
Yeah.
Rami is fantastic. He's the one that, being in the Wild series right now, he's the one that kind of pushed me into trying out J Druid with a few other people as well. And it became a thing for a while until the nerfs today, and
Oh.
it might still be a thing. So
He's
well,
back.
apparently my phone doesn't want to stay connected, so I'll just let you guys go.
All right.
Oh, you're good.
Thank you for
We
joining
heard
us.
shout out to Rami, so respect
Yeah.
for that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That was his pen flinger demon hunter list. So
Nice.
gotta
Yeah.
give
Man.
respect first, Steve.
man is always innovating.
All right, well,
All right,
have a great night. Congratulations again.
Yeah, thanks again, guys, for doing this. We appreciate it, even when I'm on the winning or losing side. So thanks for taking out the time for doing this for us.
Yeah. Thanks for playing.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Take it easy.
Have a good night.
All right,
All right.
that should just about wrap things up for our broadcast for tonight. Of course, we always have some other shows to run through as well before we close out.
Yeah. Of course, tomorrow night we have Horror Center. Thursday night we have Tavern Talk. Friday night we have Friday Night Fights with Saku and his crew of merry men. Saturday we have Salty Saturday. Sunday Night Showdown. Of course, those times are variable. Matches to be determined. Please keep your eyes posted on the THL Discord to see what is going on with those, as well as Schoolstone, which will be either happening Saturday or Sunday. And then that brings us right back to the beginning of the week for Wild and Out. Do you have any sort of preview you can give us about Wild and Out next week, Marty? Or do you just want to keep it a surprise?
We actually are still looking for a guest. So if you are in the Wild community and you want to head on, hit up me or it's me, Mike V, and we will happily set something up. So
All right.
look at
But yeah. Other than that, I think that's about all we have for you tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us.
Yeah,
And,
thanks again, everybody. Have a great night.
Good
Yeah.
night.
See you guys tomorrow night.